So I want to protect the identity of this poster on X. It's pretty embarrassing, but I did just want to read this post. I am so uncomfortably all in on Rivian stock. I mean, on screen now, it's kind of a bit of a tell. With the money I'm down, I could buy a fully loaded R1S, but I believe deeply in the company, the leadership team, and the mission. Rivian is the next GM to Tesla's Ford. Does anyone... What are they saying there? Oh, I get it. I think I get it. What they're saying is GM and Ford were both successful, so that means that Rivian and Tesla can both be successful. I think that's what they're saying. It'll take time, but it's inevitable. Now, look, I'm not here to be a hater, okay? I'm really not. I'm just trying to stop dumb fucks from vaporizing their capital. Rivian might make it, but believing in the mission and the company does not guarantee success. Let's read a few of the replies here. I wish you luck. I would not personally be all in on Rivian. They will need to raise more capital for sure in order to stave off bankruptcy. I suspect they will be able to manage the cash flow losses with another round of capital raising, which is blah, 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 blah. You know what? No more identity protection. Don't go hassle the guy, okay? OP responds, I don't think they will need to touch capital markets unless it's for funding R2. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you that Rivian will most certainly be raising capital again, or at least attempting to, in my totally uninformed opinion. Remember, I know nothing about nothing. As long as they don't go bankrupt, they probably won't, but they will definitely have to keep diluting to stay afloat, as in raising more capital. Their cumulative cash burn is worse than Tesla was at this level of production. Not a good sign. Wish you luck, brother. I hope they make it, etc. Lots of words of support and a few questions. So, some guy I remember mentioning a while ago that production is hard. Don't know why I kept saying that. As we know, Lucid are absolutely killing it, right? Revenue was down 39% year over year. Their net quarterly loss up 35% year over year. Their production target early 2024 is literally, by the way, 10% of what they were claiming they intended to produce back in a 2021 investor presentation. So do the math there. 3 years later, and now they've reduced their goals, their ambitions by a literal order of magnitude. Musk chimed in, their Saudi sugar daddy is the only thing keeping them alive, which is true, by the way. Someone asks, what are your thoughts about Rivian? Will they survive? Musk accurately points out, current trajectory has them bankrupt in around 6 quarters. Maybe that trajectory will change, but so far it hasn't. And as we can see, Musk actually shared a graphic here. Rivian's fluctuating cash pile. Cash on hand. Now, again, we can see on screen now, the trend here is quite clear. Doesn't mean they can't raise more capital or reduce their cash burn. Musk is just being reasonable in stating a fact regarding their current trajectory and cash burn. It's not reusable rocket science, folks, okay? You're burning this rate of cash. You run out of cash around here, okay? It's quite simple. K10 responds, such a shame. Their trucks are highly liked. And Musk chimes in. Their product design is not bad, but the actual hard part of making a car company work is achieving volume production with positive cash flow. Thanks, Captain Obvious. If only you'd told us this 1,000 times previously. Oh, wait, he did. World-class troll, Holmar's catalogue. After Rivian stock down over 25% in a day and then got absolutely wrecked again. In fact, let me show you where it's at today. Down another 12% the following day. So over the last 5 days, as you can see, falling off an absolute cliff just in the last couple of days alone, down basically 35%. So in response to this, Holmars, a simple $100 million ad campaign could restore them to a $150 billion valuation. Also, RJ needs to stop tweeting about politics. Next level trolling. I love it. Musk chimes in here as well. They need to cut costs massively, and the executive team needs to live in the factory or they will die. He's right. Once again, I saw this excellent, hilarious post on X, trying again to protect the identity of OP. I really don't want you guys hassling folks, but I just have to share this. The level of cope is next level. Yesterday was the first time I had heard Elon Musk predict doom for Rivian in as little as 6 quarters. Now, for the record, Musk has been quite consistent over many quarters, in fact, pointing out that EV startups, including both Rivian and Lucid, need to massively cut costs or they'll be toast. But he did explicitly for the first time point out how soon they could run out of cash. Historically, he's only said positive things about Rivian, who shares Tesla's mission in transitioning the world to clean energy. Now again, this is actually not true. Musk has chimed in multiple times regarding cash burn at Rivian and Lucid in the past, pointing out how difficult it is to reach profitable volume production. So OP is not informed here. Then it occurred to me, Rivian now has the best-selling EVs in the US, caveat, priced over $70,000. That means Rivian who is a latecomer to EVs, is outselling Tesla Model S and X despite 35 to 40% price drops in the S and X over the past 18 months. This is incredible considering the price of Rivians have gone up in that same time frame. Now, I just have to jump in here. What's the best-selling type of vehicle in the United States? Can someone remind me? Oh, that's right, pickup trucks. What does Rivian produce? Wait. I feel like, the pickup trucks. So, isn't that interesting? Is it possible that because Rivian's entered a market that Tesla is not yet scaled in, that they could be selling more units than Tesla's high-end, low-volume technology debuting products, the S and X? Is it possible that could happen and Tesla wouldn't be particularly concerned? So let's continue. This is competition that Tesla has never seen before. It gets worse. On March 7th, Rivian is going to introduce the R2 small SUV with a price tag of under $50,000. The R2 is the first real competition to the world's best-selling car, the Tesla Model Y. Now, the R2 won't be available until 2026, but for the first time, Elon might be worried about the competition. Oh, fuck, dude. This is next level cope, okay? To Elon, every competitor that threatens one of his companies is evil. Bill Gates and Microsoft, evil. Oh, here we go. Jeff Bezos, Amazon or Blue Origin, evil. Mark Zuckerberg and Meta, evil. Larry Page and Google, evil. Sam Altman, OpenAI, evil. Bob Iger and Disney, evil. How long before RJ Scaringe and Rivian are evil? He's already predicting their death in 6 quarters. Now, look, I really don't want to be too unfair, but this guy's such a fucking dumbass. To think that Musk making a statement of fact about Rivian's rate of cash burn in any way suggests that he's concerned about Rivian eating the lunch of Tesla's Model Y. He's trying to help Rivian. He's literally coming from a good place trying to help them survive. This is not the first time he's mentioned that the cash burn's insane. They need to massively cut costs. He's trying to help. And the hilarity, by the way, not once has Musk suggested that Jeff Bezos is evil. It's certainly true that Blue Origin in particular have been absolute fuckwits in terms of litigation, slowing down SpaceX, being absolute dickwads, and they deserve to be called out for it. Musk has rightly done so. Bill Gates lecturing the world on health when looking like a pregnant woman, running around telling everybody it's safe and effective, then selling his position and then saying, it wasn't actually safe and effective, but I've already sold my stock, so don't worry about it. Zuckerberg, the same guy. Remember back in the day, private messages came to light. He set up the Facebook, and somebody asked, why were people uploading all this information about, their age, their sex, their location, their marital status, whatever it was? And he replied, they trust me, dumb fucks. The history of Meta, privacy invasions, unethical stuff, Instagram being the place to find child exploitation material, doing nothing about it. The extremely racist, woke as fuck Google, trying to erase Caucasian people entirely from history. Shout out to Gemini. Sam Altman, OpenAI, the company that was founded as a non-profit and then suddenly somehow became a for-profit company, was also founded on being completely open source and is now closed source. And Bob Puswa Iger and Disney, due to pressure from activists trying to cause harm to X by boycotting advertising. The hilarity and the cope here is absolutely next level. Until RJ Scaringe and Rivian start enforcing racist hiring policies, there's no chance that Musk's going to be calling them out for shit like that. He's literally trying to help. But hey, OP, whatever makes you sleep better at night. If you really want to think, Elon's concerned now, soon he's going to start calling Rivian terrible, then go for it. I just can't believe what an absolute misread this is. OP also clarifying some people have been confused with US sales versus international sales. Because it's true, Tesla sold more S and X internationally than Rivian, but Rivian has the best-selling EV in the US priced at over $70,000. So let's pick the most narrow possible region and price point we can assess just to paint our narrative. Plenty of hardcore fact-checking here on the claims with Rivian and outselling. Cold, hard doses of reality here in the comments. He did not predict doom for Rivian. He just pointed out the current cash flow trajectory. Do you disagree that they only have 6 months of reserves on hand? Another one, clarifying, as I pointed out earlier, I think he's always said something to the effect of they need to get their cash burn under control in the past, which is essentially what he said again yesterday. Another one, are you actually serious? If they're selling a car at a $40,000 loss at gross profit level, it means the ASP should be $140,000 to break even. How many would they sell at $140,000? Another one, Musk has been consistent on this for a long time. I think this is the first time he's busted out a chart, but his stance hasn't changed. And we actually have some receipts here via Grok, some of Musk's previous commentary on both Rivian and Lucid. Another one here, you're thinking too deep into it. Nothing about Rivian is a threat to Tesla right now. He's pointing out simple math based on the trend they're on. I see that as him telling them what needs to be done to survive. 100%. Again, I feel really bad for OP, but I would not be surprised if OP has a solid position in Rivian and is currently overdosing on copium. Another one, this is exactly what not to do. Emotional response versus a fact-based take. Now, I just wanted to close with a post from a deluded Tesla fanboy who can't see reality for what it is, doesn't know what he's talking about, is always wrong about everything, and therefore has got nothing useful to say on this topic at all. Obviously, just a total Elon D-rider who only started making content about Tesla after the stock more than 10x, not before. Oh, wait, no, it was the other way around. Huh? Weird. Anyway, let's read this post anyway. I thought it was relevant. What Tesla achieved was almost impossible. Few appreciate this. Tesla made the absurd look reasonable. But what Tesla did is not reasonable. Yet many assume there is a magic do what Tesla did button you can just press. We may have seen two of those people moments ago on this very video. Worse still, and this is really important, Tesla was not competing with Tesla, right? The companies who are trying to find that magic catch up to Tesla button also have to compete with Tesla. Tesla did not have to compete with themselves. I will never understand how poorly people have judged the probability of success of EV startups. I've made many dozens of public and subscriber-only videos discussing this since 2019. Not just on train wrecks like Nikola, but the likes of Lucid, Rivian, and others. Core among my thesis in these videos has been that Tesla pulled off the near impossible and Tesla was not competing with Tesla. The chickens are now coming home to roost. And if you think being an EV startup is hard, try being a legacy automotive company pivoting from 100% internal combustion engine vehicles to 100% electric vehicles. That was in response to this excellent graphic posted by AJ on X. I'll zoom in, but just wanted to see the whole thing in one shot. Tesla is the only pure electric vehicle maker which not only delivers consistently positive cash flows, but generated cumulative lifetime positive free cash flows. And at present, it is not clear whether a second battery electric vehicle player can follow in Tesla's footsteps. Now, just want to orient you guys around the graphic on screen. We're looking at free cash flow history of pure electric vehicle makers, as in companies that only and have only ever made electric vehicles. Right here, this is the positive cumulative cash flow line. Tesla's so far ahead of the pack that it's hard to get everything on screen at once. Tesla's cumulative cash flows, positive cash flows, call it $12 billion to date. Cumulative cash flow burned at one point was in excess of $10 billion, right? So in other words, it's very fucking expensive to scale production. Very expensive. And remember, Tesla is extremely lean and resourceful, and I don't think people really appreciate this. Well, if Tesla did it, anyone else could do it. Now, it's true, other companies do have a few advantages, like the fact that Tesla open sourced their patents in 2014. Like, here's all that shit. Just take it. We won't even sue you. Just use it. Use it in good faith. It's all yours. And they can also learn from some of Tesla's mistakes, plus copy many of Tesla's innovations. But on the other side of the same coin, they're also, unfortunately, now competing with Tesla, whereas Tesla was not. Now, irrespective of the timeline here, I just want to focus on the trend. To date, Rivian cumulative losses approaching $20 billion. Tesla maxed out at just over $10 billion. See the dark blue here? That's as bad as it got for Tesla. Rivian have in essence burned almost twice as much cash and done so in even less time. It's going to take a Herculean effort for Rivian to eventually work their way up to cumulative positive lifetime cash flow, if they ever get there. The trend for Lucid also having burned almost as much as Tesla did in their lifetime, and I don't think there's much hope of Lucid suddenly reversing this trend anytime soon. VinFast, staggering losses as well. Now, we don't know how this turns out for each of these companies. It's still unknown. But Tesla, as I mentioned in my post, made the absurd look reasonable. What Tesla did is not reasonable. This is ridiculous. I look forward to seeing an updated version of this chart a few years from now to see where these cumulative losses are for Tesla's so-called competition. Now, here's a question. If Tesla happens to have industry-leading scale and industry-leading profitability, and therefore can and is dictating terms in pricing in the industry, and all the companies here who are cumulatively losing many billions of dollars need to sell vehicles in the same marketplace as Tesla, but they're losing money on every vehicle produced and sold, and Tesla's making money. In fact, Tesla's making more money on every vehicle sold than anyone else. And Tesla wants to scale, and therefore Tesla has the flexibility, will, and willingness to adjust pricing as needed to keep scaling and selling through volume, meaning that Tesla can keep reducing prices on their vehicles while still making money. Is it not then reasonable to assume that if any of the companies who are still losing fuck tons of money would like to keep selling vehicles in the same global marketplace as Tesla after the initial few thousand where they've got fanboys, fangirls, and people who, for whatever reason, just don't want to buy a Tesla, after they've gone through those few thousands of initial customers who'll pay whatever, is it not then reasonable to suggest that if Tesla cuts prices further, in essence dictating pricing in the entire industry, that these companies who are currently losing fuck tons of money on every electric vehicle sold will need to also follow suit and cut prices on their vehicles that they're already losing fuck tons of money on just to keep selling them? I think the answer to that question is yes, that's probably reasonable. And if that's the case, all I can say is good fucking luck. I'm sure everything's going to be fine. Rivian's the next Tesla, so's Lucid, so's Neo and Polestar and Xpeng and Fisker and Faraday Future and VinFast. They're all the next Tesla. So's Nikola, they're all the next Tesla. What Tesla did was easy. I take back that entire post. Tesla made the extremely easy look difficult, not the other way around. Bye. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 has given me a massive, meaningful boost in energy, allowing me to do a lot more every day, including using my brain more and using my body more. I highly recommend you guys and girls check it out. It's an excellent way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's got 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients, plus prebiotics and probiotics and digestive enzymes and adaptogens to help you deal with stress. Plus, if you click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, you can get yourself a 1-year free supply of vitamin D3 and K2. But don't take my word for it. Here's what some of you guys and girls have to say. AG1 has changed my life. I was, as you described, treating myself like a circus, ate like trash, rarely exercised, used alcohol as a stress crutch, cannabis also. AG1 is what gave me the kick in the ass, got me back to the gym, motivated me to do more for myself, family, my business, etc. Keep doing what you do. Now, I know there's some skeptics, the same kind of people who think Elon Musk is a fraud, reading this going, what do you thought? There's no way that's possible, bro. It must be a placebo effect. Believe it or not, this is a recurring theme. If you give your body everything it needs to feel and perform its best, including having a lot more energy, you'll need ways to use that energy. For me personally, that includes more exercise, moving my body more social activity, and more cognitively demanding tasks, including producing a ton of exclusive content over on Twitter and on Patreon, plus my daily YouTube uploads. The proof's in the pudding. On to another testimonial from a viewer of this channel. SMR, you asked me to provide feedback on AG1. Here it is. It has helped with mental acuity, stamina, and intestinal waste management. Can't read between the lines. It certainly helps with regularity and digestion. That's what the digestive enzymes are for. It has also dramatically reduced my cravings for sugar. You guys need to stop eating sugar. It's fucking poison. I'm 50, 5'9", and overweight, aka a fat motherfucker. I think that's a technical term for overweight, isn't it? Is it fat motherfucker or obese? I can't remember. I average 100 hours a week in the West Texas oil fields as a safety supervisor. Jesus Christ, dude. No wonder you're struggling to keep your weight under control. 100 hours a week. Brutal. It has helped me lose weight. It is not an appetite suppressant. It can help fat people suppress cravings, and motivation to be healthier is critical for changing your diet. Love you, brother. Again, this is a great point. It's something people really don't seem to grasp. If you have more energy, everything becomes easier. It's like turning on easy mode for life. A few years ago, before I was taking AG1, my health was trash. I was struggling to get through the day, had afternoon fatigue. The last thing I wanted to do was either use my brain or move my body. Didn't have the energy. Now, my biggest struggle every day is figuring out ways to use that energy. I'm exercising way more, doing a lot more with my friends and family, and of course, my work output has increased substantially. And you can fact check me. Check out the average length of my videos I was posting to YouTube 3 years ago. Need I say more? And one final testimonial. Love this one. Okay, here's the deal for me with this AG1 shit. I'm 41 years old and not the type to eat, drink, smoke, or sleep healthy, so I was skeptical. That being said, here's what I experienced. Day 1, meh. Day 2, afternoon fatigue was about 45 minutes late. Day 3, 0 afternoon fatigue. Day 4, 0 afternoon fatigue plus extra energy. Day 5, again, 0 afternoon fatigue plus energy, wondering, what the fuck, really? See, this is the thing, right? The results for many people are just almost too good to be true. This is the same experience I had. My afternoon fatigue just vanished out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I not tired in the afternoons anymore? Surely, it's not that AG1 shit, is it? Turns out it was. Day 6 and 7, same thing. Day 8, same thing. Plus, I had the want to get things done around the house that I normally would slack off and not get done. Again, the point, extra energy, you'll need to use it, you'll find ways to use it. Day 9, 10, and 11, and today is day 12. I fucking love it. So however you managed to get me to buy it, I'm so glad you did. Thank you so much, SMR. It really changed me so far. Guys, this shit really works. Just try it. By the way, this is the reason I continue to relentlessly promote AG1. A lot of people get real fucking mad in the comments. Oh my God, snake oil salmon sold out. Oh my God, he's a scammer. This is fraud. But constantly, I'm pretty sure everyone making these comments is also currently short Tesla stock. I'm not particularly concerned about people having a negative perception, those folks suffering from small brain syndrome, still living in my bum's basement syndrome, etc., writing mean comments, claiming AG1's a scam or it doesn't work. I mean, bro, when I get feedback like this is what keeps me going. Just try this stuff for a month, and if you don't get these results, get your money back. See, it's a literal no-brainer. It's an IQ test at this point in time. Testimonial after testimonial after testimonial like this. Get your money back if it doesn't work. Just try it for a month, and if it doesn't work, get your money back. Today's the day. It's finally time. Be like this guy who was a massive skeptic, but finally, after 1,000 promotions in a row, caved in, tried AG1, and has results like this. Head to drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link at the pinned comment, and please, let me know how you're feeling in a few weeks' time. Now, if you'll excuse me, time to put my extra energy to good use. I'll be recording some more exclusive content for Patreon and my Twitter subscribers. So click the links in the pinned comment. See you over on Twitter and or Patreon. And don't forget to grab your AG1. Love ya.